Across the Pacific Northwest and the country, communities have seen the destruction of climate change in the fossil fuel industry, and we've come together to say enough is enough. Over the last decade, we've beaten back projects like Jordan Cove LNG, the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, Keystone XL, and the Dakota Access Pipeline. In the Northwest, people power has shut down coal plants, stopped LNG exports, and beat a proposed methanol refinery. Cities and states across the region are taking bold steps to transition off fossil fuels. We, the people, have been fighting back and winning.
New pipeline projects have become increasingly unpopular and easier to shut down. But now the fossil fuel industry is trying a new, sneakier tactic: pipeline expansion.
Companies like TC Energy are using this tactic to try and expand the capacity of existing pipelines, further putting our communities in harm's way. The GTN XPress expansion project is being rushed through the federal permitting process despite outcry from local, state, and federal officials and the communities this pipeline cuts through.
Now we need to use that people power to stop the GTN XPress expansion. If approved, this project would increase the amount of fracked gas flowing from British Columbia through Idaho, Washington, and Oregon by more than 3.47 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions per year. That would be the same as adding 754,000 cars on the road each year for the next 30 years. Not to mention the impacts a leak or explosion could have on nearby communities. The impacts are disastrous, and so is the company behind GTN XPress. TC Energy is notorious even among pipeline operators for their spills and safety record. They're the same company behind Keystone XL and the Keystone Pipeline, the same pipeline that just spilled 600,000 gallons of oil after increasing flow capacity, just like what they're proposing to do with the GTN XPress.
State attorney generals and senators are joining our fight and calling on FERC to stop this pipeline expansion. They filed comments arguing that the pipeline is incompatible with state climate goals and it would be a burden on residents throughout 4 states.
To the people who live along the pipeline route, it's more than a burden. It's a major environmental health and safety risk. And to everyone else, it's still a ticking climate time bomb.
We're fighting to protect our communities for the long haul and stop the fossil fuel industry's attacks on communities like ours all over the country. We need your support.